The City of Hurst recently finalized their annual strategic and financial planning efforts with the adoption of the budget and financial plan for fiscal year 2022, which began October 1st. As you can imagine, the city's finances have been substantially impacted by the pandemic. About 23% of our budget each year is funded through sales tax. Sales volumes dropped during the pandemic when businesses closed in Tarrant County. Since reopening, sales tax numbers have rebounded and are approaching pre-pandemic levels, resulting in a stronger budget position than expected. We are cautiously optimistic that sales tax revenue will stabilize in the fiscal year 2022 budget. The fiscal year 2022 general fund budget of $37.9 million was increased by 4.42% from the previous year. It's important to note this is only a 1.15% increase from the last pre-pandemic budget. Over the past 10 years, the city's average general fund budget increase at 1.98% has remained below historical inflation rates. And next year's increase in expenditures will carry forward the city's commitment to financial responsibility and is primarily due to inflationary factors and working to resume full operations. You're probably familiar with our council's strategic priorities that have guided our budget process the last few years. These priorities include redevelopment, public safety, leadership, innovation, economic vitality, and infrastructure. Based on feedback you provided during our last citizen survey, our primary focus for fiscal year 2022 will be on public safety, economic vitality, and infrastructure. We will continue to provide competitive salaries, follow best hiring practices, maintain our high training standards, and provide the necessary equipment for our police, fire, and EMS services. This will allow our public safety to continue to provide the high level of service you've come to enjoy. This will include the continuation of our nationally recognized, accredited, and community-focused police programs and continuation of our regional partnerships. Through partnering with neighboring cities and organizations, our police and fire departments are able to maximize their resources and offer top-of-the-line service while receiving the very best training. This partnership was on display while the Northeast Tarrant County Vaccination Clinic was in operation at the Hurst Conference Center. 30 different organizations were involved in making this clinic a success, and Hurst was still able to serve the community's daily needs. Over 188,000 vaccines were administered at this clinic, totaling nearly half of all COVID-19 vaccines provided in Tarrant County while in operation. The recent opening of our new Animal Services and Adoption Center has provided us an opportunity to evaluate new and expanded partnerships. The new center is state-of-the-art and allows for expanded animal services and adoptions. Adjacent to the facility, you'll also find our new dog park, where you can enjoy room to play and take a walk with your new pet, or where you can try and teach your old dog some new tricks. In accordance with survey results and the strategic plan, the city will also continue to focus on maintaining our existing facilities and infrastructure. Almost $9 million is budgeted for investments in system maintenance and improvements.
We will continue to build relationships with our local businesses and provide outreach, education, and engagement opportunities. We will also continue to explore potential partnerships for redevelopment. We remain in communication with Simon Property Group as we look into future opportunities at Northeast Mall. The city continues to responsibly utilize our property tax revenue to fund our most essential needs. The council recently adopted our current rate of approximately 62 cents, which is below the no new revenue rate as calculated under the state's truth and taxation laws. This tax rate supports primary city services, including police, fire, public works, and community services operations. The adopted tax rate will also reinstate operations to pre-pandemic levels and stabilize revenues affected by the economy, the pandemic, and legislative mandates. While the adopted rate is below the no new revenue rate, this year's general fund budget includes an increase in property tax revenue by shifting savings from revenue dedicated to debt service. Through refinancing and retiring existing debt, savings were shifted to the general fund to support service restoration without a tax rate increase. We also work to add capacity in our operating funds for infrastructure projects to offset future debt. Additionally, the city continues to offer the highest level of homestead exemption that's allowed by law. The average taxable value of a home in Hurst is just over $178,000. This means that the city's portion of the tax bill for most homeowners in Hurst is just over $1,000, or about a quarter of your total annual tax bill, which is about $3 per day. Beyond the homestead exemption, the city also offers other exemptions homeowners may qualify for. Qualifying seniors are entitled to a tax ceiling on their city assessments, and their annual taxes paid to the city of Hurst will not increase. Please remember that the majority of your property tax payment, approximately 75%, goes to other taxing entities, including local school districts, Tarrant County College, and JPS Health Network. Adoption of the city's budget and tax rate is among the most important and impactful decisions the council makes each year. Part of that budget process also includes setting of the city's water and wastewater rates. After careful consideration of the financial position of our utility fund, and with news that our wholesale costs continue to increase, a decision was made to move forward with a reasonable increase of 2% to our retail water and sanitary sewer rates. This follows a year with no change to our rates.
We've quickly covered the general fund budget, which provides for the majority of city operations. We do have other dedicated sources of funding, such as the Enterprise Fund, the Community Services and Anti-Crime Half-Cent Sales Tax Funds, and the Debt Service Fund. Full budget details are in the annual budget and can be found online at hursttx.gov/budget. Hurst continues to be a desirable location for homes and businesses. The strength of our location and resulting property values means that Hurst is a good investment, now and in the future. Thank you for choosing Hurst as your home and working alongside us to ensure Hurst remains a community built on connection for years to come. We hope this video helps you understand more of what the council has approved for the fiscal year 2022 budget. Be sure to sign up for alerts at hursttx.gov/getconnected. And follow us on social media for all the latest news, information, and updates.